tuning in to EskimoTV. I'm your host, Jason Escamilla. Acrimony is written and directed by Tyler Perry and is a really bad psychological thriller, but is unintentionally a decent, silly comedy, similar to The Room. This movie is about a really naive woman named Melinda, played by Taraji P. Henson, who, in the most unrealistic way possible, falls in love with a psychotic man named Robert, played by Lyriq. This man is jobless and mooches off Melinda, trying to create a new type of battery that he can make a bunch of money off of. This movie is so entertainingly awful. The story is told in the past tense as Melinda is telling a counselor she's forced to speak to about her unfaithful husband. This movie is so unhealthy for those that take it seriously. The main character is a bad role model, and there were people in my theater, people who clearly like this stuff, rooting for this woman. Don't go see this movie in theaters expecting an epic thriller, but if you want to be entertained by over-the-top performances that made this movie extremely funny, for at least me, you might enjoy this. I thought the performances were okay, the production was average, but this plot is the most. The main characters are awful people who make really dumb choices that got under my skin, and this plot is so unrealistic, like the most unrealistic plot ever. The very first part of Melinda and Robert's relationship already told me that this movie would be completely impractical. The couple meet bumping into each other during heavy rainfall. Melinda curses Robert out, even though it seemed to be an accidental bump. Then Robert either follows Melinda or magically finds out where she's staying at to give her some papers back that she dropped during the rain. Okay, if someone curses me out, I'm not going to try to track them down to give her back some papers. Yes, it's a nice thing to do, but the papers could have been trash or something Melinda didn't need. So it was just completely senseless to me that he would go out of his way to try to return these papers. While they are dating, Melinda catches Robert cheating on her and decides to crash her car into Robert's trailer home, tipping the whole thing over. Who does that? Robert could have sued Melinda for damaging his trailer. Melinda's sisters are the only logical people in this movie who tell Melinda to just leave him early on. But no. Instead, Melinda decides to marry Robert. I don't understand why she loves this dude. After they get married, Robert is a bum. Melinda's family comes in one day, calling Robert out and offering him a job, which he seems to take reluctantly. And then after the sisters leave, he yells at Melinda and tells her, "You know how I know you don't love me anymore? Because you don't defend me. She's the only person who's believed in you, dude, and she's defended him the whole time she's been with him." This dude's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and pause on the plot details, but I wanted to drive home the point how absurd the plot and characters are in this movie, and what I've revealed barely scratches the surface as to what other crazy events unfold. I wouldn't recommend seeing this film unless you really enjoy Tyler Perry, unimaginable events unfolding. This movie will make your jaw drop and you will think, what planet are these people from? It is really crazy the things that they do in this movie. If I had to grade this on being a comedy and how much I laughed, this film would get a C+, but I'm going to grade this based on the genre it was intended to be, which is a thriller, and therefore Acrimony gets a D-. I love talking about movies, but one thing I love more is talking about movies with you. So leave a comment if you have any questions or have an opinion you'd like to share regarding Acrimony. You can also carry an ongoing conversation with me if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you can click right here for more icy and chilly EskimoTV reviews.